I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Redskins. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Haskins, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Haskins to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39.
16 yards. That's another Washington Redskins.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go. Hey, come on. Watch the run. Watch the run. Shit. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Shit. Shit.
A good gain there on 1st down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
At the Redskins' 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Young will set to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is Geis. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run with Geis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Get out the field, defense. Hey, go. 57, Mike 57. Check.
Young on 1st down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Young. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st down, this is Geis. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Ricky. Crouch.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check. Lucky.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now here's Young. That is caught. It's Perriman. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. It's Young off play action. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Out of the gun, Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Geis. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Coming on.
Young looks to throw on first down. He completes it to Evans. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Young. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To the air once more, Young. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And some space here. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
You got tape. You got tape. You got tape right there. Go. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Now Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Check 26, check 26. Hang tight.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Young from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Matt Ioannidis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Check 52.
Young now. Being chased out. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
He's trapped. He's checking crap. Watch the eye. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Young working out of the gun. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
Now Guy stripped. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Young now after the fumble recovery. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a short return to the 6-yard line. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Haskins. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a run with Geis. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Young. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Let's get off the field, D. 57, Mike, 57. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
2nd and 5 now. Young. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
57, 6-man. Check girls, check girls.
1st and 10, Young. And he finds Howard complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Grant, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. 57's the mic, Mike 57. Right here, right here. 57's Mike, Mike 57. Go, pretty quiet, D, we're pretty quiet.
Now a first down throw for Young. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch the leg. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Here's Geis, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his first carry, he loses the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Tight down. There you go. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
He's back to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Shit. Out. Come on. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
Here's Young, throwing on 4th down. Escape. He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins are going to win the football game. The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
52's the mark. Here we go.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Redskins, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm he was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not saving, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause